What are your thoughts on Islam Makhachev?
Islam is phenomenal at everything but coming on the podcast. He is so good at fighting and training, but doing podcasts and scheduling them, not so good. Islam was going to be on the podcast. He was set to be on the podcast, and it was like a matter of like moments, and then he had to back out of his fight, and then all those guys, we were lucky to get as many of those guys from Dagestan with Khabib's team that we got, because it is super hard to get those guys to do a podcast, especially one of this length and the information that we got. And especially with Khabib and everything, that like their lives are crazy, and they don't believe in doing interviews and stuff like that unless they have a fight, and unless they're getting ready, and unless it's fight week where they have to do it. So it's very rare to get an interview from those guys. But I have been promised that I will still get the Islam interview when he gets better and everything and situated. He's in Dagestan right now, and they had 3 guys that just fought this past weekend. They went 3-0, Team Eagles.
Yep.
Congrats to them.
Great fights.
And but yeah, he is a phenomenal fighter. In fact, I would say when you look at the lightweights, even though he's not the top ranked lightweight, I would say if you were to say like give him a little, I hate saying give him a little bit more time, because when you say that, it's almost like you're saying he's not good enough yet. It's not what I mean. It's not what I mean at all. I'm saying it because Khabib is number 1, and Khabib is the king right now. But I'm saying if there's ever going to be somebody that could possibly give Khabib a match that would be very close, it would be Islam. Because I know this because I see him train, and because I see how they they're training partners. They work together, and you can tell level. There's levels to the game, and you can tell who's on what level. Islam is one of the closest. I would say this. He's one of the closest fighters to matching what Khabib can do. And if they weren't teammates, he would be the greatest match for Khabib. He would be the ultimate match for Khabib, especially in time, especially with more fights. He's just going to get better and better. So I can't say enough good things about him. He's a very good fighter. It's unfortunate he didn't get the fight, but he will be fighting soon, and coming up, and I think the world will definitely he will be a superstar.